What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you are having a great day so far. um, so let me tell y'all what happened, right? Because I have seen the comments, and so I'm gonna tell you what happened. So the beeping that you're hearing, that's the hallway smoke detector, the one that I have in my hallway. That's the only one in the house that I have not changed at. And the funny thing is, I changed all of the smoke detectors, but that particular one, so I'm gonna try to remember to do that tomorrow. But the problem with that was I lost the fucking batteries, like the bag of batteries that I got. I gotta find them. That got the batteries for the detector. So I've been scouring around trying to remember where the fuck I put them, and I'm like, all right, now I gotta look under some boxes. So, cause I don't understand how the fuck I did that, but that's what happened. So, like I said, it's just that particular one. The rest of them are changed. These are fresh batteries, so I ain't got to worry about it. So that way, and I ain't got to worry about a carbon monoxide problem because I those batteries been changed too. So it's just the one, the smoke detector in the hallway. That's the only one I got to change. But like I said, if something broke out, at least the rest of them would go off, and you know, I ain't got to worry about it. But anyway, getting into this episode of GH, listen, this story is not making no sense. I'm gonna be real with you. This story is not making sense. This Harmony situation. So she told Alexis about how a woman, I think the woman's name was Joan or something like that, came to the commune. She was pregnant. She gave birth, and then she just left. She disappeared. Never came back for the child. And the leader of the commune basically said that Harmony and her husband Doug were meant to raise this baby, and that's what they did. So the commune was in Colorado. So when they left the commune, I think when she said Willow was 2 or 3 or something like that, her husband paid somebody to forge a birth certificate, and that's how they got the forged one. Um, something ain't clean. Something in the milk ain't clean because this story ain't tracking. Because then we see a scene with Nina and Willow sitting here, talking about Wiley and then talking about their crappy childhoods or whatever, their crappy mothers. They were pretty much bonding about how their mothers basically weren't shit back when they were growing up. Harmony had no interest in taking care of Willow. I'm like, duh, because she ain't your mom. That's why she had no interest. And, Nina's mother didn't care nothing about her really. The only time she really, bothered with her was when she had parties and stuff, all these big wig socialites and business folks, and that's the only time she paid attention to Nina is when she wanted to trout her out for these parties. So they were basically bonding over that. And that's my thing. Something ain't making sense because for a while now, off and on, the writers have been dropping these anvils that Willow could be Nina's daughter. But the story Harmony tells doesn't track. It's not the math ain't mathing. It's not making sense because unless the writers are reconning this or Harmony's lying. Because how the hell is it possible for Nina to be the mother when A, this girl was allegedly born on a commune in Colorado, B, Nina, when she gave birth to her child, was in a coma in New York in a facility. There's no way she could have been in a coma in a facility in New York giving birth and gave birth in Colorado and just disappeared. You would have to be conscious for that. And on a commune at that, no. Something ain't, the math ain't mathing. It ain't making sense. So like I said, either they're trying to recon this story or Harmony is lying. And I'm willing to go with Harmony's lying. I don't think Harmony's telling Alexis the full scope of the story. I don't think she's being totally truthful about how Willow came to be. I feel like Harmony is full of piss and vinegar at this point. And I'm willing to make a bet on that one because something ain't right with that story. Um, I don't know. I mean I don't know what they're trying to do with this, but something ain't making sense unless she is telling the truth and Willow is just not Nina's child. You know what I mean? Like it got to be one or the other. Um, but somebody ain't telling the full truth here, and I'm willing to bet it's Harmony because all that woman lied like she breathed. Um, so of course she's worried about telling Willow the truth and stuff like that because she's worried about, Willow being more angry with her and they're just now getting back on equal footing or whatever. I'm like, well, I agree with Alexis. She can either tell the truth or continue to lie, but the truth will come out because Willow and Michael are already digging into this And they know that she's lying about something, so they're going to keep digging. So the truth is going to come out. It is what it is. So she might as well go ahead and tell it at this point, and get it over with. So anyway, moving on from that, I love the scenes with Sonny and Michael. I loved it. Michael was not here for Sonny. Usually, I'd be like, Michael need to mind his business because this is grown people business. But I'll give Michael a pass because he was telling the truth. He might come off a little sanctimonious at times because Michael was in a similar situation as Sonny was before, but it was a little more complicated. The whole Kiki Morgan situation. So I would think he would be a little bit more understanding, but I guess how sanctimonious people like to be. Um, but he was giving it to Sonny. I love those scenes. Like they were just yelling at each other back and forth, and Sonny was pissed at Michael for talking to him like that. He was like, "Listen, I'm your father. You show me respect." Michael was not having it. And I get where Michael was coming from. Like, how the hell you gonna sit here and just do this? Like, you know what I mean? Sleep with the woman who kept you away from your family and think that Carly has no right to file for divorce on your ass. Like, he kept talking about, oh, I gotta stop her from doing something we both will regret. No, 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 no. Nope. There ain't no regrets. Let her file that divorce. Let her go ahead and do it. Um, and of course, Jocelyn was involving herself in this. Listen, I'm all for Michael and Jocelyn supporting their mother. I'm all for that. But they do need to get a life. Like, let them work this out. I understand Jocelyn wants to be a support system for Carly because Jason's not there. But I agree with Carly. Jocelyn needs to focus on Jocelyn. Like, you're a young adult. You're in college. You're in a dorm now. You got your own little teen problems that you're dealing with. Especially with this whole Esme thing looming with that video that she recorded, that's going to be a bigger can of worms for Jocelyn. So I think it is best that she just focus on herself. Like I said, it's okay to be there for her mom and stuff. I'm not going to say that she shouldn't, but focus more on you, less on that. Let your mama focus on that. Let her worry about her marital issues. And it was so funny the way she was looking at Sonny when he popped up at the room. She gave him the death stare. Like, even Sonny felt it. He was like, shit, if looks could kill. Pow, pow, you be dead. And here goes Sonny sitting there talking about, oh, can we talk? You sound like a broken Tevin Campbell record. Can we talk for a minute? Oh, that was my shit back in the day. Let me tell you something. You can't go wrong with the Tevin Campbell record. I'm just saying. Tevin got them vocals. Like, listen, when Tevin hit them high notes, woo, you better watch out. Tevin be killing it. But anyway, yeah, Sonny coming in here trying to talk her out of this divorce. Oh, can we fix this? Can we work through this? I love Carly's reaction to it. Carly said, hell no. Ain't nothing to fix over here. And Sonny got the nerve to sit here, well, I'm going to leave you alone for now. Excuse me? For now? You for now? No, you need to leave her alone for life. Like, brother, she's divorcing you. Let it go. She don't want you no more. And I don't blame her. My thing is, and this is what I want to address too, because I feel like some people didn't understand what I was saying. Because I get what y'all are saying about Carly going after Nina. I totally get it. But when I said, why is Carly doing this? I wasn't saying that as if I don't know why, because obviously I do. But I was saying it was more of a rhetorical thing, because the issue I have with it, I'm all for getting revenge. Don't get me wrong. Nina needs to get hers. But my issue is, why every time a woman gets cheated on by their spouse or boyfriend or whatever, they go after the woman. They go after the other one. That's my point. Go after him. Go after the man. And I say that because Nina does not owe Carly any loyalty. They're not friends. That's not her spouse. Nina don't owe Carly shit at the end of the day. Sonny is the one that owes Carly. Because my thing is, Nina didn't take sacred vows with Carly. Sonny did. He vowed to love, honor, cherish. He vowed to do all that. Respect her, honor her, love her, be loyal. He vowed to do all that. He broke every single one of them bitches. I'm just saying, he broke every vow he gave her. That's on him. She needs to go after his ass first. I'm not saying to, absolve Nina of anything. Hell no. Nina need to get bitch slapped. I'm just saying. I'm not one to advocate for violence, but it needs to happen. It needs to go down. But she needs to focus her revenge on him. Don't let him get off scot free. And I'm glad she told Jocelyn that. Because Jocelyn was trying to put everything off on Nina. Carly said, hell no. Carly said, no, 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 no. Sonny's responsible for his actions. My point exactly. Blame his ass. I understand about alienation of affection and she could file civil suits against her. Even Diane offered that to her. She offered it, but at the time, Carly was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do it," and that was at the time because Sonny asked her not to. But the gloves are off now, and you know what? Carly need to focus her energy on the big payback. What James Brown said, the big payback. That's what she needs to focus on. The hell with all that night stuff. See, I applauded her for it. For taking the high road in this divorce and stuff like that. But the hell with that. Nope. The hell with being the bigger person. Listen, if you always got to be the bigger person, you around too many damn small people. That's the problem. No, fuck that. The hell with being the bigger person. Get your money. Get your money. Go on a well-funded vacation funded by Nina and Sonny. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. Curtis and Porsha, I feel like they're moving way too fast. They're talking about moving in together now, getting a place together. I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. I think they're moving too quick. And then when Jordan was on the phone with TJ on Valentine's Day, she talking about, oh, she coming home soon. I said, whoa. Um, are they bringing in a new Jordan? Like, are they gonna recast the role or whatever? Because if that's the case, then it might look bleak for Porsha and Curtis because Jordan was still in love with Curtis. Even when he filed for divorce and stuff like that, she was still in love with him. So I don't know if that's gonna play a factor if Jordan comes back. I don't know. Um, but it's gonna play something. It's gonna be a mess. So anyway, moving on from that, I felt bad for BOQ. I did because you could see give like she knew in the back of her mind like she would have to give that child up and all that. Like she knew that, but when it actually came time to do it, it was hard for her. That was hard. She just couldn't hold it together. And here go Nina trying to comfort her and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Go sit down, Nina. Don't try to get back in people's good graces and stuff like that. Go sit your ass down. Go focus on your drama. You don't need to be comforting her, trying to win brownie points. Go sit down. Go have a sit down. She don't want to talk to you. And I'm glad BLQ left because she was like, I don't even know why I'm telling you all my business. Just go on. But Felicia, she just couldn't keep the child. You know what I mean? She didn't feel right about it, especially when Louise started crying and stuff like that. Because Louise don't really know her and Mac. She hasn't spent any time with them. She hasn't bonded with them, so she's gonna cry. So I love that, Felicia used her better judgment and did the selfless thing and was like, you know what, until Maxie, we can get Maxie back. Let's bring Louise and, back to BLQ and Chase and let them continue to care for her until Maxie come back. I thought that was a good thing, a selfless act. And you can see how the baby just lit up when she saw BLQ and Chase. Like she was just had a little smile on her face because she knew she was home. You know what I mean? Because she's bonded with them. Not only just Chase, but obviously with BLQ. So I wonder how that's gonna affect Maxie when she finally comes back. Because remember, Maxie has to bond with her too. Because I think if she goes back with Maxie or whatever, she's gonna cry. Same way she did with Felicia because she don't know Maxie. You know. Um. So I think that's gonna be a hot mess in itself. It's gonna be a mess. But I'm ready for the writers to put Chase and BLQ together. Like she was ready to kick him out after she dropped the baby off. She had his bags all packed up. She was ready to take him out. And Chase was dumbfounded by it. He was like, why I gotta leave? Like, he wasn't intending on leaving because he wanted to stay. And that's my thing. It's like they need to just tell each other how they feel. Like, be like, listen, I want you, you want me. I'm ready for the writers to put them together. They are hot together, and I need them together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready for it. But Chase was happy because now that means he get to stay in the house. Now that Louise is gonna be staying with them again, so he was like, shit, that just bought me some more time in the house. I said, exactly. I ain't bad at it. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought about it. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.